By 2023, on every continent, John Cockerill teams delivered technologies to meet the needs of our time. In India, the group has expanded its presence to get closer to this important market. In 2023, John Cockerill finalized its partnership with energy company Greenco and launched the construction of an electrolyzer manufacturing plant with a capacity of 2 gigawatts per year. Recorded its first major order for 140 megawatt electrolyzers for India's first green ammonia plant. John Cockerill also continued to deliver 2 steel processing lines to ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel to ensure greater sustainability of the steelmaking process. In the rest of the Asia-Pacific region, John Cockerill set up in Vietnam to contribute to the country's environmental transition. In China, 2 multiple hearth furnaces went into operation at ZPC, the country's largest refinery, to recover metal oxides from petroleum wastes. John Cockerill also strengthened its position in the energy sector with the integration of the Hamon Group's cooling activities in South Korea and Indonesia, the signing of contracts for the design and supply of cooling towers and heat recovery steam generators in Indonesia and Singapore. In North America, John Cockerill significantly strengthened its position by initiating the development of the first American alkaline electrolyzer production plant in Houston, with the initial equipment expected by the end of 2024. John Cockerill also acquired the Canadian company Cibo to expand its air treatment activities. Its reinforced teams support the resumption of activities in boilers for gas steam power plants, cooling equipment, and equipment for the steel industry. In the Middle East, John Cockerill has forged major partnerships to accelerate access to low-carbon energies in the United Arab Emirates, with ADNOC and Strata Manufacturing for the development of a green hydrogen industry and the local production of electrolyzers, with Al Masaood for a commercial cooperation agreement to drive innovation in the nuclear industry. In December 2023, the Emirati authorities inaugurated the Duwa power plant equipped with a solar thermal receiver designed by John Cockerill to produce and store solar energy. In the defense sector, John Cockerill has entered into a partnership agreement with Nymer to explore opportunities for the development and commercialization of the Cockerill iX, an innovative vehicle that the technical section of the French Army successfully evaluated during the year. In Europe, John Cockerill and Technip Energies have established Rely, a joint venture dedicated to integrated solutions for green hydrogen and Power-to-X. Thanks to a strong mobilization of its teams, John Cockerill has nearly completed the construction of the Aspar plant in France, which is a major cornerstone of its European production base for electrolyzers. Already strong in its maintenance interventions on all French and Belgian nuclear sites, John Cockerill has reinforced its nuclear service capabilities through the acquisition of the company Stin in France. Additionally, the group has strengthened its position in cooling with the acquisition of the British experts from Hamon UK. In Belgium, John Cockerill is assisting the industrial company Josquin and the real estate company WDP in reducing their carbon footprint and energy bills by supplying intelligent systems for the production, storage, and redistribution of green electricity. John Cockerill has also designed and delivered the first modules for the world's largest heat recovery boiler for Engie's power plant in Belgium. In the context of the war in Ukraine, John Cockerill modernized several dozen M113 vehicles, which the Belgian defense subsequently delivered to Ukraine. With the aim of strengthening European defense cooperation and expanding its offer, John Cockerill negotiated in 2023 the expected acquisition of Arcus, the leading French provider of military vehicles. To reduce the environmental impact of its clients, John Cockerill supplied, in 2023, 5 air treatment units and 2 ammonia stripping units to the new French factory of a leading microelectronics company. As a key player in environmental transition, John Cockerill and its technical experts have also carried out hundreds of maintenance interventions on wind turbines, locks, river structures, ports and railway infrastructures in France, Belgium and Spain. Operations carried out in 24 countries in 2023, including Brazil and Morocco. In Africa, John Cockerill has undertaken significant infrastructure projects, notably in the Ivory Coast with the construction of 2 road interchanges and 15 rural bridges to facilitate the mobility of goods and people, the construction of hydraulic infrastructure to enhance access to drinking water. Preparing the future is in our DNA. In 2023, John Cockerill's innovations were particularly focused on developing high-performance electrolyzers, embedded electronics for defense systems, and collaborating with ArcelorMittal on the development of Volteron, the first iron production plant with zero CO2 emissions. Finally, in 2023, John Cockerill also consolidated its fundamentals with the deployment of a new legal compliance program and the enhancement of its safety performance through reaffirmed procedures, as evidenced by the decade without accidents of its teams in India. The group's commitment to serving communities has materialized through the John Cockerill Foundation, which has mobilized employees and supported 29 projects, directly contributing to improving the living conditions of over 10,000 people in 13 countries. These emblematic achievements, among many other projects proudly led by John Cockerill teams, have allowed us to contribute to the energy transition, a more sustainable industrial production, and a safer world. On these renewed ambitions and boosted by the successes of 2023, a geographical redeployment closer to the markets, and strengthened governance, John Cockerill begins 2024.